What is up, Lightning Squad, and welcome back to Naybor Games. I am your host, Naybor. Today I want to talk about a fantastic new TCG that is exploding onto the scene this year. I'm talking, of course, about Elestrals. I know I've had some Elestrals content featured in the iCard above. This TCG had one of the most successful Kickstarter campaigns I've ever seen, along with some of the most innovative new TCG play to date. The creatures of this TCG, Elestrals, are steeped in a rich background of lore, including elemental powers, Greek gods, and so much more, all while bringing its own new and diverse gameplay, which is fantastic. This grassroots TCG was built from the ground up by a creator known as A-Drive, who sought to create something that brought a nostalgic feel back to the TCG forefront. I can sympathize with that, being someone who's collected multiple TCGs all of my life. Speaking of that though, Elestrals combines some of the mechanics from other TCGs as well as forging its own path with its own new mechanics. Obviously, one of the first things you want to talk about is the creature collecting mechanic. That in its way sounds and feels a lot like things like Pokemon or Digimon, and it brings its own unique system of mana or energy, however you want to say it, with its spirit system. Couple this with gameplay mechanics so similar to things like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! You've got yourself a unbelievably unique experience. Today's video is devoted to giving you 5 reasons I think you should check out Elestrals today. The first of, no, I'm gonna start with number 5. Number 5, you can actually start playing today. Elestrals has its own app, which includes every card currently in play. And what that means is you can go into the app and actually create the deck you want to with any card that's available in the current base set expansion. This is unlike other TCG apps where you have to either scan in TCG codes or buy cards to create your decks and play online. You can literally just jump in and start playing. Along with this, recently the first Elestriad took place, which pitted Elestrals players online against one another to find out who was the best caster. In summary, you can download the app today. I'll put the link in the bio, and go ahead and start trying your hand at casting in Elestrals today. Number 4, base set releases this year, with it actually coming out in March, which is very soon. After the massively successful Kickstarter campaign, base set was the next step in the road for Elestrals. At the time of this recording, base set is currently up for pre-order on shopelestrals.com. It's the perfect time to pick up physical copies if you're wanting to pick up starter decks or a booster box and actually just collect the Elestrals. It's the perfect time to do that. The pre-orders currently are still available. There are literally tons of different products to start out your journey with Elestrals. And not only that, with this being the year of Elestrals, there are 3 other expansions that are already slated to be released this year. I believe one of them is Frostfall, the second one is Daybreak, and then there's a third one coming later on this year. So not only would you be able to be diving into something new, you'll be on the cutting edge and ahead of the forefront as these new sets release. Next thing I wanted to talk about would be their subscription service. Elestrals has its own subscription service that provides players with a unique pack of cards every single month. With these packs, you can unveil the beauty of the cosmos and get treated to a set of 13 unique cards you cannot get anywhere else. In these packs, there's also the potential chance of things like stained glass promos, special holos, just cards you cannot get in the base set, which is really cool. This, of course, will allow you to customize your deck with these variant artworks, which is really awesome. Bling out your deck the way you want to and have something unique to other players in the Elestral universe. My next point would be the unique Elestrals in general. The monsters of Elestrals are fantastic. So whether the powerful Pantera was your first foray into the monsters of Elestrals, or you were brought in with A-Drive's announcement featuring Tyratlas, there are so many amazing creatures in this world of Elestrals. If you love creature collecting games like I do, it's right up your alley. As someone who does more collecting than playing, I have to say, this really draws me in. There are so many different Elestrals to choose from, and they are all unique in their own way. The Elestrals come in different shapes and sizes and have many different abilities and attacks. My current favorite is Sonicor's boss. It's so boss looking. And not only that, for those of us who like to look for monsters with different colors than their original forms, Elestrals has their own color palette shift. Similar to how shiny Pokemon are, there are special variants of Elestrals called Stellars. What makes the Stellar extra neat is in the Kickstarter and continuing on into base set and furthering on into the rest of the expansions, Stellar Elestrals are serialized. That means, for instance, they only print 99 and you can pull 1 out of 99 all the way up into 99 out of 99 cards of that printed card. And there are only 99 of that card. That's, to me, is super stellar, to be honest. And with Frostfall and Daybreak coming later this year, I know there's going to be some amazing new Stellar Elestrals that'll be released. And the number one reason I think you should pick up Elestrals and start today is there's a lot of transparency in this game. The creator of Elestrals wanted to create something for the community that had input from the community. Whether the community is providing feedback on Elestral designs, the layout of the cards, even some of the Stellar designs, it's always had a little bit of creator input. A-Drive has pulled back the curtain here on Elestrals to kind of keep the community involved and informed. Elestrals is constantly updating statuses, releasing updates on their products, what we're looking forward to, keeping you in the loop about changes and everything from quality to design. With this kind of transparency, you get some of the best quality TCG on the market. Elestrals looks and feels like a game that was created for the community, by the community. The creative team behind Elestrals, they put everything they have into it and it shows. They put their heart, their soul, their creative mind into it, and it definitely is felt across the board. This is how I feel card games should approach updates as you go forward. That way you keep your community involved, keep that transparency there, and overall at the end of the day, you're gonna have a better product for it. And I'd be surprised if other TCG companies don't start to follow suit. Elestrals is a game I am very excited about, and I have been since the announcement. Like I said before, I've opened up some of the Kickstarter product. I've still got the Artist Collection Booster Pack. I've been trying to save it so I can open it and have that nostalgic feel of having one of the first things that Elestrals put out. I've also pre-ordered a couple of base set starter decks so that I can learn to play the game of Elestrals with Totally Kate, so that way I can kind of encompass you all as this game continues to grow with our community. I would love to share more knowledge about Elestrals if I could with you all. So if there are any questions you have about Elestrals, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get back to them in another update video. And of course, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that notification bell, subscribe so you don't miss whenever I post content like this. Remember to always be cool, be kind, be awesome, and I will see you on the next one. Catch you on the flip side.